educate ourselves in terms of financial information, financial education, financial intelligence. If you give, let's say, your first 100,000, what did you use it for? Many of us will use it to buy a car or build a house. If you're intelligent, you are 20, 35 years, the first 100,000, you use it to build a house. You live in. By the time you're 40, it's likely that you don't have much. But if you're intelligent, that 100,000 could be the business. By the time that you're 45, it could be in the millions. And so the intelligence is key. And something about us, those who went to school, the fact that you did medical science or engineering, you think that you know something about money, isn't it? But our churches prove that we don't really know something about money. How many of us can go without salary for a whole year? How many of us? It doesn't matter how much salary that you are paid. It really does not matter because you still wait for it anyway. So you could be paid 100,000 a month, but still need it to live the next 3 months. So if they cut your job, you are nothing. How many of us can go the whole year without the salary? Which means that we have not been intelligent in our choices and decisions with money. And so that is one of the things that we learn, and that made the journey that much so for us, because then we were so much disciplined and diligent and careful as in where we put our money. You know, so these two help us to weather through the pressure and the troubles. Because really, many of us, just the sheer, the fact that we are from Africa, we are from Ghana, we are compacted. Many people say that they can't even trust us. You know it. They can't trust us. We can't trust our institutions. We are not really people who are welcome. We almost have to defend and prove ourselves everywhere. And so if you're not tough and you say you want to start a business, your mother will tell you no. You think we sent you to school to come out and say you want to sell Kobe, or you want to sell interior? No. So that's the first battle that you may have to overcome, where your family will tell you that no, you can't start a business. Your friends will even hide you. They will not want to associate with you. And let's face it, when you start a business the first 5 years, it's not nice. It's not nice. Can you build the mental fortitude to stay when people think that you are crazy and you don't know what you're doing? Can you? For me, the formula is, it's just like a baby walking. If you keep walking, if you keep practicing, and you don't give up, you win. And it may not even be the certainty of your idea. The fact that you have the strength and the malleability, if you want, to keep going and not to say you quit. Because the race really is for the one who does not give up. Everybody is waiting and advising you, especially here. When are you going to travel? When are you going to look for a job? If you don't have a girlfriend the first 5 years, the nice ones will look for you. You know, so that strength of mind will also come because you are somebody who is always learning. So continuous learning is something that you cannot play with. Learning, studying, reading, and making sure that even if you read something outside, you bring it to the culture, to your reality. You really have to recustomize almost every book that some of these other guys have written. Break them to our very everyday lives. But you cannot sacrifice knowledge. You can't. Knowledge is the seed for change. Without that seed, you can't fight. Your mind is always processing something. So you have to create an environment where you have subjected yourself to that water if you want. Reading, searching. You cannot fight with your degree content. No. It will let you down. And many times you cannot fight with your religious content. It will let you down. So read, search. If you don't, you give up. Because they will always be telling you, we told you so. And when you meet difficulties, almost everybody will leave you. Almost everybody, what? Will leave you. And if you're alone, can you still pick yourself? And many times, those are just faces. Those are what? Just faces. A time will come because you're building your capacity. The mistakes that you make, the errors, many of them, they come because you are still learning to make good decisions. And until your decision-making mechanism is solid, you are not going to see growth and success. And so the errors that we make along the way is because we're still practicing. And so you will see many of your friends, they will leave you. Especially, maybe you started a business, you were doing so well, and somebody came in and they screwed you. And now you are in debt, and you don't know what to do. That is one of the points that your resilience will show. It's not so much the forces that come at you, it's so much the strength within you. And so when I talk of resilience, it's really the God that is within you. And it must connect with your very sense of being. Why are you building that business? Is it just about the money? Or you saw some critical problem that you have to solve? If it's about the problems that you have to solve, then without you, who else will do it? And so that will make you not what? Not to give up. But if you only went in for the money and the prestige and the fame, you will quit. Because you are a very nice guy. Now the people you owe are coming to your house with police. You're a criminal because you started a business. And so these are the realities that we have. But with all this, we can still overcome. And the resilience is because really success is for the courageous. It's not for the weak. It's not for the timid. It's not for the one who is waiting to be, No, it's not. And I know preacher is here, but they talk about grace, but grace is a function of knowledge. Grace be multiplied unto you according to what? Knowledge. So if you don't have that knowledge, you will wait for grace forever. I won't push anything. Right, so building business in Ghana, I think that you have to be very much innovative. You have to have a lot of self-confidence, and you must give yourself, you must think 5-10 years. It doesn't take that quickly. And if you can, stay out of high